Today we've got one of my favourite cars to show you around. This is a 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. It's a stunning car. These are super underrated in my opinion. Well, if you read any of the reviews, they'll tell you just how good they are, but there's just not enough of them out there. In my opinion, blow an M3 or an M4 or a C63 completely out of the water. This particular example is finished in magnet black metallic with a full Alfa Romeo main dealer service history and just over 25,000 miles from new. We'll talk you around why it's quite so special, but it's powered by that 2.9 litre V6 engine, which is sort of Ferrari derived, and it has an incredible sound note to it. And there's lots of carbon fibre around this car. And I'm going to start by opening the bonnet to show you the first bit of carbon fibre, because from the outside you can't see it, but if I just pop the lever under here and lift it up for you, you'll see the full bonnet is carbon fibre as well. And if I just go off of this section here, you'll see exposed under there. It's really pretty, and as a result it's also extremely lightweight. And then you'll see from the top of the engine cover as well, the V6 on there as well. It's over 500 horsepower, about 510 horsepower. It's rear wheel drive and it is extremely capable. We've got these LED headlights. These also have automatic high beam, which is really fast actually, considering a lot of auto high beam cars, in my experience anyway, are quite slow to dip the beam, but this is almost instant as soon as the car comes around the corner. And then you've got this carbon fibre extra splitter bit across the bottom, which is part of it being a quadrifoglio. The radar on the right hand side, not the radio, sorry, the radar on the right hand side for the forward collision assist down there as well. And then coming around the sides, we've got these beautiful grey 19-inch alloy wheels. I actually think these are the better looking of the two wheel options you could have on this car. They're really cool, that traditional sort of Alfa Romeo design with the full centre caps and the red huge brake calipers there as well. Again, the vents on the side and the cloverleaf badge to tell you that it is a quadrifoglio. And then you've got these huge extended carbon fibre side skirts as well. Again, carbon everywhere on this car. Keyless entry and exit with the button on the door, and then if you open the door, if you have a look inside again, you'll see lots of carbon fibre on the interior around the door handles, the dashboard trims. Even the steering wheel in this particular car's got carbon fibre trim across the bottom, and the beautiful contrast red stitching throughout, black leather and Alcantara interior. The Alfa Romeo emblems in the headrests as well. It's just a really, really cool place to be, and the seats are super comfortable. And obviously being a saloon car, it's 4 doors, it's very practical. There's lots of room in the back seats as well. It's a 5-seater, heated rear seats in this example as well, which is a cost option from the factory and really nice to have. It's super usable, and in my opinion, it's also incredibly pretty. Privacy glass on the rear 3/4 of the car as well. And then coming around the back, this huge carbon fibre extended spoiler on the top of the boot lid here makes it really cool. And the boot is exceptionally lightweight. You just push the button, it flicks itself up. It weighs absolutely nothing, the boot, and it's very practical, going a long way back. And there's levers on either side here to fold those middle row seats down if you do need to make it any larger. And the reverse camera on the boot there as well, and just pop that back down. And then the huge diffuser as well, with these massive sort of slats in it. It's a really cool looking car from the back, and the quad exhaust pipes, dual on either side, in the bright chrome finish, and rear parking sensors as you would expect. But it's just got a lot of presence from the back, this car. You can tell I'm biased, I love it. I think it's one of the best cars on the road. And if you have a look in the driver's door mirror here, in the top right hand corner, you've got a little triangle which will illuminate orange for the blind spot monitoring. And then I'll jump inside and we'll talk you through some of the features on the inside. So keyless entry, as we touched on before, and also keyless start on the steering wheel here. So I'll just fire it into life to bring everything to life. And that 2.9 litre V6 fires up. It sounds really good when you're driving it on the road enthusiastically. And if you have a look at the driver's door card here, all soft leather, again with the contrast red stitching, power folding heated door mirrors there as well, electric windows as you would expect, and then the Harman Kardon sound system, which again is a cost option over and above standard, and then that beautiful carbon fibre around the door handle there as well. And then coming into the driver's cockpit, this stunning steering wheel, which is leather, Alcantara and carbon fibre. It's also heated. There's a button down in the centre here to turn the heated steering wheel on, and you've got these huge metal shift paddles which stay in place, which again I think is a really cool feature, because when you're driving they're always where you know they are. So up is always on the right hand side, left is always on the down, and they are huge. They're full length, which is really nice to have. and your indicator stalks behind. Obviously automatic high beam we touched on before. It's also got lane departure warning, so you can turn that on or off from the indicator stalk here. Cruise control buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel, and then your multi-function volume controls and media controls on the right hand side here. Automatic headlamps, as we mentioned before, and then the navigation screen here. The car has got Apple CarPlay, so if you plug a USB in, you can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it does have its own navigation as well, so you can bring the map up there. And a reverse camera. If I pop the car into reverse, you get a reverse camera there as well with the guidelines. Pop it back into park. Heated front seats and rear seats, as we touched on. Dual zone climate control all through here. Carbon fibre all down the centre console here. Again, just it's super sporty in here. It's really nice. You've got the drive modes on this switch here. So N is normal, A is almost sort of your eco mode. They call it DNA in the Alfa Romeo. It's a very Alfa Romeo thing to do. The D for dynamic, and you can hold it to the right and it will go into a race mode where the exhaust baffles open. You might hear it, you might not, but it's just got a lot louder just sitting here. Lots of storage under the centre console here as well, and it's just a really practical car, a really nice place to sit. I'll turn it off and jump outside and we'll just summarise for you. So as we mentioned at the start, finished in magnet black with the black leather and Alcantara interior, just over 25,000 miles from new with a full Alfa Romeo main dealer service history. I think one of the best cars on the road. My name's Ben, I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.